Hello, girls. This is Mrs. Ratti. I'm greeting you from a creek in the Shenandoah where I was wading in pain. I was freezing my feet. This is what I had hoped to do with you this spring, but I guess it wasn't meant to be. Maybe we'll be lucky and be able to do it in late May. I don't know. Um, in any case, I really hope you're using your time well. Please, please, please remember to be very generous with your families, to be energetic about starting new hobbies, learning new things, and especially about going outside because that's what everybody needs, not to be too cooped up. In any case, we're going to learn some new birds. And to learn some new birds, we need to review the house sparrow to be able to contrast it with some other sparrows. The house sparrow is a very, very, very common sparrow. It's the one you all know very well. And the male has very distinct colors, the deep brown, rusty brown, the gray patch on the head, distinct white also. And the female instead is kind of a dull, bland, um, um, not so distinct colorations, but she does have a distinct stripe right there. These are the ones you see all the time. They're not shy at all. They'll get close to you. When they spend time together in flocks, they chatter a lot and they're kind of quarrelsome, or at least I think of them as being quarrelsome. You can see them filling up a whole bush, chatting and quarreling loudly. Um, and they do not have a very beautiful song. We're not going to learn their song. You can learn it just by going outside and observing them and hearing them. It's kind of just a simple bird chirp. Um, Instead, ta-da, these are our new beautiful sparrows that do sing beautifully. The white-throated sparrow is named for its white throat, and even though it's got real common sparrowish colors on its wings and tail, it's got such a beautiful face or head with a distinct black and white sections, and then these bright yellow spots that are just lovely. I call them yellow eyebrows, even though they're obviously not eyebrows. The song sparrow is more dull in color with a whitish breast that has these kind of messy spotted stripes, is the way I think of them. They often look like stripy striations in a kind of messy way. And it's often got this more distinct blob. Okay, so why are we learning them? There we are, because look at them. They sing their hearts out and they sing beautifully. So we're going to start with the song of the white-throated sparrow. And it's got a really easy mnemonic, or a mnemonic that makes it easy to remember it also. It's something like, Old Sam Peabody, Peabody, Peabody. Sometimes it's also called Oh Sweet Canada, Canada, Canada. And the Peabodys can be repeated once, twice, or thrice. It really depends um, on that particular bird. So now let's listen. Oops, I'm getting confused. Sorry. Um, okay, sorry, I'm a bit distracted because I actually have to get my phone. The sounds have to come from my phone. This screencast will not record sounds. So we are going to a website that it would be great if you could learn about it. It's called allaboutbirds.org/guide. And you can press search here and search any bird you'd like to learn about or hear about. You can read about them, and you can press sounds. See that sounds button right there? And hear all kinds of different calls and songs of theirs. So this is our lovely white-throated sparrow with his beautiful yellow eyebrows. And let's press sounds. And I like this feature because you can look and listen at the same time, which I think is just great for learning about them. So let me get my phone ready. Okay. Well, that was kind of quiet, so I'm going to scroll down and play another song for you. Let me show you how you do it, even though I'm actually doing it on my phone. You scroll down and find these. So I'm going to play this song. Okay, that was a little bit difficult. Sorry, I was having some problems. But it actually is indicative of the real white-throated sparrow in the sense that it takes patience. He doesn't call out often. He's got a beautiful song, but then he's got this long pause. So you do need patience to hear him. I think you'll be able to hear him anyway. This spring, for sure, if you're attentive. Even just as you're lying in bed, awake, considering getting up, you'll very often hear him at that moment and many other times of the day. Okay, you might have noticed that sometimes there was one Peabody, sometimes there was more than one. Let's do the song sparrow. The song sparrow has several clear notes. Then he has this vibration part. I describe it as kind of like that vibrating fast notes. And then a trill. Remember, a trill is a sequence of many notes. So let's listen to our song sparrow. So I don't know if it's paused. Okay, so you recognize our song sparrow with his whitish breast and with these stripy, patchy stripes on the white breast. And let's listen to the sounds he makes. Okay, so I don't know if you've heard that before, but I'm betting you have because it's awfully common. And there's also just a notice, there's a lot of variation in the song sparrow's songs. Sometimes the clear notes come in the middle, not at the beginning. There's kind of these, there's always a trill, a vibration, and a clear note, but how many there are and in what order changes a lot. Uh, these sing not only in spring, but throughout the summer, even in the middle of the day on a hot, hot day. I've heard them singing and singing. So these are some of the most energetic singers. So they're really good to learn to recognize. I don't see them that often, although they do tend to sing sometimes perched in a place alone, as though they're performing, they're showing off for you. So they're well named as the song sparrow. Okay, our next new bird. This guy is just marvelous. So unlike the other two, he's not a beautiful singer at all, but he is an active, agile, energetic little guy with lots and lots of character. He's got this special trait in his claws, which are really long, especially his back claw. So the white-breasted nuthatch has these very distinct deep gray, black, and white colorations, which I think you can recognize real easily. He's kind of pudgy with not much of a neck, but don't let that fool you. He's real athletic and even acrobatic. He can hang upside down. He has this habit of being head down while he's going down the trunk. He likes very much the insects that are found under the bark, although he eats seeds too. And look at that big, huge claw. He's got that big, huge back toe right there. And that helps him to do this crazy hanging on that he does so well. All right, so it's good to learn his call, even though it's not beautiful, because it will help you to recognize him. So here he is again. You can recognize his coloration. Oh, in this picture, you can really see that back toe. See how large it is. All right, let us. Okay, let's listen to him. His call is really kind of a nasal yank yank. This kind of boring nasal yank yank. Here it is. And his song is not so different. It's kind of like those nasal yank yanks put together more quickly. Okay. So even though that song isn't so beautiful, it's worth recognizing because you'll know that there's this marvelous little guy nearby and he's a lot of fun to watch. So listen to it attentively. Sometimes I think of it as a nerdy laugh, a kind of nerdy, annoying laugh, or the nasal yank yank might help you remember it. Okay, and then our last new bird is the titmouse. And I don't see him or hear him as often as the others, although he's not rare either. It's not so rare. He's so sweet and cute. He's got that delicate little crest and delicate colorations, right? His light gray and white, and just the tiniest bit of, it's kind of a peach color or rust color, just peeping out on the sides, out from under his wings. Oh, I forgot to write the name. The name is Tufted Titmouse. And you will see here when we call up his, well, where is it here? Here we go. Okay, Tufted Titmouse. Let me show it written for you. There it is. So Tufted Titmouse. And you see his gentle little coloration. He's kind of a scared guy. I think of him as really flighty. He's always jumping around from one place to another, kind of nervous and doesn't want to get too close to you. But he has a really sweet character nonetheless. And so, okay, so the Tufted Titmouse's song is kind of like a quick two-note whistle. It's repeated many times. And it's often described by the mnemonic Peter, 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 Peter. So here it is. Okay, that's the Tufted Titmouse. Oh dear, I set it off again. That's the Tufted Titmouse. Really cute, really sweet, really gentle, kind of frightened little bird. So listen to that, Peter, Peter, Peter. I have given you some coloring pages. I hope you recognize who these are. This guy's upside down, so you should know what he is. This has the distinct striations, and he'll have yellow eyebrows here, so you'll know who he is. I'll just help you in case you get confused. This is the white-breasted nuthatch, the white-throated sparrow. Here, singing his heart out with these kind of splotchy striations, is the song sparrow. And of course, here is our cute little gentle Tufted Titmouse. I put the page number in the bird guides that you have with you so that you can be helped to color them as accurately as possible. Put their full name and, of course, put their call. Put the mnemonic that we practice, like Peter, Peter, Peter. And if you'd like to also put the notes, I know you were doing a good job of that in the fall, is writing down some notes to kind of capture the melody that you hear. I guess there's no mnemonic for this guy. I think it's often described as a yank, 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 like the word yank. And I think that does a good job of capturing the sound. And it's nasal, very nasal. Okay, girls, I hope you enjoy this work and I hope you enjoy just training your ears to listen more attentively because I think you will be satisfied being able to identify more birds and getting better and better at it. Take care.